Now, one of the royals' closest confidants and Daytime's very own Gyles Brandreth has been sharing some rather revealing royal stories in his new book about our late Queen. Gyles said that when her grandson Harry started dating Meghan Markle, Her Majesty was a little concerned they were too in love. So, can you actually be too in love?
Are you looking at me because I've obviously
had so many?
Well, in my case, it would be too in lust.
Oh.
I'm perfectly honest. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do think you can be. I mean, certainly it's happened to me. I've looked at someone, it's happened, the sparks happened, and then they inhabit my brain and they take over completely, and I'm putty in their hands, and it carries on like that until they do something that puts me right off them.
Like what?
Could be ordering the wrong breakfast, could be... So
you get the ick. You need the ick word.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's come from, like, Love Island. The new people now go, oh, it gives me the ick.
Yeah,
which means
well, it could be something quite small.
Well, we don't need to go there, Johnny. It's a little bit too personal.
You have immediately dragged this show to the gutter, Queen Elf.
I feel that's what it means.
Brenda, are you shocked?
Well, you know, I'm the person that everybody doesn't like because I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I believe in romance, and I believe in love, and I believe that you can fall in love very quickly. I have done it myself. I got married to somebody after meeting them, after knowing them for about 2 months, and then we got married, and we were married for 27 years, and it worked. But you know, I think the times when it doesn't work is if it's unrequited or if one person is more in love than the other person. But I think that that's just down to, again, communication. And if somebody's not doing what you want them to do, just have a nice little gentle word and ask them if they can, you know, work on it, and you work on it, and then hopefully love stays as love.
Oh, I love love.
That's where I've gone wrong.
What about you, Kelly? Do you fall in love easy, or...?
No, I think I meet people. I mean, I've had different circumstances, obviously, because I wasn't publicly out. All my relationships have been a little bit... I don't know, what's the word? Not
secret.
Well, no, not been secret, like to my friends and my family. I mean, not at all. But I think I've always tried to make it fit, because I didn't know how to meet people. You know, I didn't know how I would ever meet a gay woman because I couldn't publicly do it. So I'd circumstantially meet people through maybe friends, and I tried to think that maybe they would be good for me, just because I don't want to be lonely. You know what I mean? I want to meet people, and then. You know, you do the whole lust thing, you make the effort, you do everything, and then you realise you do one thing, you're like, nah, no way.
So you're talking about ick as well?
I am, but not in a bad way, almost like I used to think that if I get too attached, they would want me to publicly come out with them.
Is that a fear of being hurt, or...?
A little bit. I think a lot of love stuff comes from family connections and backgrounds, doesn't it, as well, you know? So I've had a lot of issues with that over the years. But, yeah, I feel like... There's a thing, isn't there? I mean, I don't get it, I don't think, but love is blind.
Oh, I get it.
But that's basically... It's like when the world is... When the world is full of rainbows and butterflies and everything you do is perfect. And then that's diminishing the kind of faults, isn't it? You're trying to, like, say, oh, that's brilliant.
You don't see the faults,
You don't see the faults.
You don't see the faults.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. It's just about being able to work at things with each other rather than just giving up at a first hurdle, maybe. I mean, I don't know. This over in love thing, the story that was coming out at the top of it with Meghan and Harry, in my mind, Harry's got massive hole that's in his heart, and she filled it, you know. And I don't think there's anything wrong in finding that person that can try and help to bring that wholeness to you if you're feeling a bit down.
The thing is, I'm like you, wear my heart on my sleeve. I love being in love. I fell in love really quickly, and then obviously later on in life, like the last 3 or 4 years, I've been single. And I've always loved them more than they loved me, always in my relationships. I've always given too much. I've always excused their behaviour or their faults or the ick. I go, oh, it's just him, it'll be fine tomorrow. And then gradually this time round, you know, I met somebody who loved me probably more than I've ever been loved. And I pushed him away a lot because I kept thinking, why are you doing that? And that's giving me the ick. Why are you doing that? And then it took me such a long time to learn, because I kept going back to type of guys who didn't love me as much as I loved them. This guy did. It took me a really long time to accept I was worth being loved like that.
Yeah.
You know, I opened myself up to it and said, he loves me because he thinks I'm worth it. And it's been a marvellous experience. And on that note, I'm a bit hot now.
Got me fan, darling.
I'm going to weep into my elf hat.
At least you said weep and not sick into her elf hat.